Hey guys, what is going on? Thanks for stopping by here at ALliseeisW, where we talk about stocks, leadership, and personal growth. And our goal is to gain on positive proceeds and lead with an altruistic mindset. Today, I'm going to share with you 6 stocks that I believe can make all of us huge positive proceeds in this year. I'll share with you these companies, why I believe these companies have the potential to make significant bull runs with huge return on investment, and what my price target analysis is going to be. Now, if you're new to this channel, I would really appreciate you hitting the like and subscribing for more related content. Also, keeping in mind that anytime when you do make an investment, please do understand that there's risk associated with each investment strategy. So just base it off of your risk tolerance and profile again. But I'm really here to find you value add, high demand stocks that can really add value to your investment portfolio. Let's begin. Now, the first stock I wanted to share with you is Akanda, right? What is this stock, right? Well, this is a European cannabis company here where its price range at one point went all the way up to like $32 at one point with the 52-week range here, right? And it's currently at 34 cents. I mean, just on Friday, the volume ticked up quite a bit here, right? With 100 million shares of AKAN being traded with an increase of 23%. That's huge growth right there, right? What is driving this to go up? Well, we know that there's an increased demand for consumers in the United Kingdom market, right? This company is based out in the UK where it supplies high quality cannabis all around the European markets, right? And we know that the consumer market will continue to grow, and that's why I believe that Akanda, as a manufacturer, developer, and distributor, GMP environment for cannabis, this company, in terms of its share price, can easily get back up into the whole dollar range, and that's why I think this is a potential value add play, given the fact that the price has dropped quite a bit, right, over the years. But when you look at it here, I mean, just January 25th, I mean, about 3 days ago, it was hovering at 18 cents. And at one point, it shot up to 51 cents at the resistance, right? And it hovered back down at 28 cents, now at the 31 cents. So let's say if you are a day trader or swing trader and you want to make quick bucks, I mean, I think that this company ticker is something to consider. Let's say if you see a big drop in next week, the potential is that with the volatility that you see with these yo-yo effects, you can catch the ride for when it goes back up, right? And then you sell at the high point, or if you want to go long term with an exit price of a whole dollar share price range, you can go ahead and do that as well. But that's my perspective with Akanda here as a hidden gem type of play that can really add value to your investment strategy. Next stock I wanted to cover is Lucid, right? This company, I mean, I've been making videos of this company for many weeks now, right? When Lucid was at $6 at the basement low, and just yesterday, this company announced news that that Saudi Arabia investment firm intends to buy out Lucid, right? And most people are wondering, is this news legit or not, right? Well, anytime when there's news leaks, there's reason to suspect that there's actual internal discussions about that, and that it's likely to be true. And this to me is a positive outlook for Lucid. I mean, Saudi Arabia is a very rich oil driven company, and with the approach of buying into Lucid's story, right, to go with its branding of its story, I really think that Lucid has the potential to grow with the support from like Saudi Arabia, given the fact that in Saudi Arabia, there's a facility for Lucid already in place, and Lucid plans to expand its facility in like Arizona by like a factor of 4 times. And the great competitive advantage with Lucid against other competitors like Tesla is that it's ahead of the game in terms of its technology. Lucid also plans on releasing its new vehicle, Project Gravity, its truck in the coming year, right? So all of this is coming, great headway. The quality of the company is just amazing, right? I mean, you have vehicles priced at different price ranges, targeting the high quality folks who have the propensity to spend money. In fact, these vehicles can go up to like 500 miles in distance before you have to plug in and charge. And horsepowers ranges from like low sub 1000 horsepower all the way up to like 1200 horsepowers. And, these motors are made by like Formula One engineers. So Lucid is a company that is one to consider, right? We know that, yesterday on Friday, right, January 27th, the volume ran all the way up to like 208 million shares traded, and then with it reaching at a all-time high of the day of $17.80, and there was some halting going on because of the potential speculation of the news, and then they dropped back down, hovering, consolidating at $12, $13. So this is going to be very exciting. A lot of investors, new investors, holders are going to look to see how Lucid's going to be doing next week, right? I mean, I'm sure there's going to be more news to come, but I believe that the sky's the limit with Lucid. Just looking at it from a zoomed out perspective, we've seen Lucid hit, like the $50 range multiple times throughout its history, right? So it's not just once, as you can see here in November 1st of 2021. The good news is that we see a U-shape forming here, right? It's been bleeding out for, essentially like 2 years now, right? So I believe what goes down eventually will go back up, especially when you're at the basement low. And I definitely think this is a great buying opportunity, because my price target for Lucid, with all of the market sentiment going on right now, with volume increase, press release, and the quality of the company, to keep in mind as well, I'm pricing this at a price target of $50 in 2023. Next company I wanted to share with you is Mullen Automotive, ticker MULN. Why do I like this ticker so much? Well, I'm basing it off of just technicals, right, in terms of its price. I mean, just looking at the 52-week range, we've seen it go from like $4, and going further back, right, in hindsight, we see it hovering around the $13, $14 in the year 2020, right? And we're beginning to see volume pick up here with this company. We want to see volume because we want to see, the excitement with more investors, more buyers. The confidence is building with this company here in the NASDAQ market. And Mullen, this electric vehicle company in the U.S., has quality company cars as well. And it's one to consider because of the price range. And I believe that just based on price, Mullen can easily break the $2 price point in the year 2023. That's my takeaway. And the fact that Mullen does not plan to do a reverse split, that means that the board suspects that the company stock will reach the whole dollar range in its share price. And that's good news, because there are requirements to stay in the whole dollar range to be in the NASDAQ market. So this is good news for investors, new investors as well. And just based on the year to date, at one point we saw it run on January 6th up to 45 cents, and it's gone back to 26 cents. And it's building a base here at the sub 30s. I think that it's going to reach above 50 cents very soon, and then it'll start climbing up the ladder and then start running up to the whole dollar range. And just with the overall company, they're beginning to expand on the organization here, having different key hires across different sites across Michigan, California, other areas. So this is looking very solid in terms of building its infrastructure for product development, manufacturing, and commercial sales for Mullen Automotive. But based on price point, I really do think this is discounted, and you can gain significantly on positive proceeds. Next company I wanted to share with you is a biotech medical device related play, and this is Zomedica. Why do I like ZOM so much? I like this company because of its performance outlook from a short and long-term perspective. It's in the niche market where it's helping veterinarians, animals, really adding value to help animals like dogs and cats to detect and diagnose these animals with health-related problems. For example, thyroid, where animals or dogs are eating too much or too little. When veterinarians are able to get these results, they're able to provide the proper treatment. And I just like seeing its strategy in terms of its business, working, having partnerships with different programs, right? I mean, we hear about the Truforma product where it can diagnose, hypothyroidism within a matter of seconds. It has different programs working with structured medical products, right, to get away from all the wires and cables and going more automated, going towards the AI digital platform with mobile apps. This is very huge. It's a paradigm shift in its market, and I really do believe that it's going to add value. There's going to be a positive return on investment for shareholders as the growth of bringing in cash flow for the company. So that's going to ultimately drive the company share price up. And at one point, I was recommending Zomedica at like 7 cents back in 2020, and it ran all the way up above $2 range, right? $2.50 to 60, and then it's been just bleeding out now, right? But what goes down will eventually go back up. That's just the name of the game in the stock market. And Zomedica has, the support. I mean, you have, major institutions, right, investing in Zomedica, right? So you have the big business institutions, supporting this company. So for those reasons, I really think that Zomedica is going to break through the $2 range at one point in time. We just don't know when, right? Will it happen in 2023? There's a reason to believe that it can do, but once it runs, it'll be very difficult to ride the wave. So I would suggest, just being patient with this company, because that time will come. Next company I wanted to share with you is an interesting stock play, specifically related to the cryptocurrency market. This is Marathon Digital Holdings. MARA is the ticker. Why do I like this company so much? Well, because while we see the price of Bitcoin going up, the price of MARA will continue to go up as well. And at one point, MARA ran all the way up to like $70 range, at one point several years ago, right? And this was before the price of MARA was like around the $2-3 single digits. And the fact that it's hovering sub $10 right now, I definitely think it's at a discount price, because it's not a matter of if, but a matter of when the price will go back up, right? So it's highly correlated with Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, Ethereum. When ETC or BTC starts going up, MARA will go up, because why? MARA is a company that mines for Bitcoin. It last year produced thousands of Bitcoins, and it plans on optimizing the production, its throughput, for increasing the amount of Bitcoin mining. And MARA, I believe, has the potential to break $20. I'm thinking in Q1, Q2 of this year. Volume, right? Just looking at volume as of Friday, it went up by like 100%. But I believe in this quarter, it's definitely going to have a big home run, grand slam, I'm thinking, for MARA. So definitely a company that can make significant runs as well. And there's also companies like Riot, as you can see here, which is a very similar company like MARA, and I really like Riot as well. Very similar. It's more of a safer play, but in terms of positive return on investment, I do think that Mara does pose a lot more risk, but there's higher returns in that regard. The last company I wanted to share with you is Skye Bioscience. Why do I like Skye so much? Well, this company is making a paradigm shift in the ocular disease space, specifically in the glaucoma space. Skye Biosciences has created a derivative drug specific to the eye for glaucoma patients, right? Traditionally, glaucoma patients have not really had a drug that can really add value and be effective for glaucoma. It's really like just putting a band-aid on, but Skye has formulated a prodrug, bioengineering that with the synthetic THC and making it hydrophilic so that it can go into the eye and bind with the receptors to really bring down the intraocular pressure, the IOP, which is the actual cause for leading to glaucoma. Now, Skye, in fact, has dosed patients just recently in Australia and has received phase 2 clearance to start that process very soon in the first half of 2023 of this year in the United States. So it intends to have clinical trials going on actively in Australia and then soon to be in the United States here. So with the support of the Investigational Review Board, that's huge. This is looking very solid in terms of price. We know at one point Skye did reach 25 cents in June of 2021, and it's now at the low 2-3 cents. In fact, on Friday it broke through the 3 cents range, and I definitely think it's at a steal right now, right? Because eventually it's going to catapult up. I definitely do see this company this year potentially getting back up into the 12 cents range, and then with more news, with data to support that its prodrug SBI 100 is able to bring down intraocular pressure far more superior than its competitors like Lotanapros and Ropressa. Then Skye Biosciences, the share price is going to rocket, right? And you will see the inflection points to come, and it's really going to drive when the data is available, which will come very, very soon for Skye. And I definitely think that the price, it's definitely going to skyrocket. It's not a matter of if, but when. So be on the lookout for Skye Bioscience, this biotech related company based out in San Diego. It's definitely adding value, making a difference in patients with glaucoma. So overall, that's all of the stocks I wanted to share with you that can potentially make you a huge return on investment in the year 2023. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any comments, questions, please leave it down in the chat below. Reach out to me. I'd love to hear your questions, ideas, comments, and we'll talk again. I'll catch you on the next one. Have a good day.